I have to learn how to turn that off automatically before we start recording. Okay, so it starts this way. What is that recording? It's called the start buffer. Let's have a look at that again. In the general, automatically start replay buffer. I don't know why you'd want to have that on, but okay. I've got to get me something to drink. Right back. Now, I did try twice to do a live stream, and it just wreaked havoc with the frame rates. So I've got it set down very low. Let me get the camera forward a little bit. I mean, it's no good having chopped up frame rates there. So I did try at 10 o'clock. I did try at noon, and now it's after 2. Trying again, see whether this is going to work out or not. And being it's Father's Day, probably everybody is celebrating Father's Day today, so they're not probably up on live streams or looking around internet and so on, which is okay. So we're losing all of our stuff here. Where is my package? Hang on, we'll be back again. Trying to find my little deal here. Where is all that? Where has it gone? Did I use that up already? No, here we go. Here we go. I think I've gained a few pounds this spring. Eating all these chocolate things. Not too good. Oh well. The background photo was taken in Playa. Right in the city. There's some ruins right in the middle of the city. That'll be coming up in a series here, part so and so. I don't know. I don't know which one, but you're not really sure if you're actually live on YouTube. I know it says I'm live, but Unless you actually go looking, you don't really know. Well, Stream Elements popped up. I see Paul. Paul has popped in. I don't know if you've been around lately, Paul, but or if you've heard my whole channel, my phone, my channel, and my Gmail were all hacked. My computer, everything. Took me 3 weeks to get it back. So I tried to get up a Sunday live, and still things are not working great. Some things work, some things don't. Huh. I don't know if I'm coming across choppy or whether the video is okay. I don't have any audio except me eating. I'm not sure what happened to you, Paul, there. You seem to have lost you. Okay. So much for those candies. Into the next. Haven't been on YouTube much lately. Oh, sorry to hear that, though, Paul. Um, I know what it's like. No, I haven't been on much lately either because of my whole system has been hacked. My computer, my channel, I lost everything. So I've been away for 3 weeks. I was actually down in Mexico when it all happened. So I couldn't really get anything done. Finally, when I got back to Canada, well, then I got in touch with the right people, and still another week later, finally, my channel was put back. It wasn't necessarily so much the channel; it was the Gmail account. Your Gmail account, if you think about it, is if you only have one or two, it controls everything. You lose your main Gmail account, and wow, that's the one that controlled my YouTube channel. On long enough to catch me. I tried twice today earlier and I had to get off because of just horrendous problems with I don't know if it's even choppy now. I don't know. It's a little lag for me, but we'll try it again. I shouldn't be eating that stuff. I blame Microsoft Gates, Microsoft. Yeah, no kidding there, Paul. One lab accident away. When is the next one? But about today was not so bad. Rained a little bit today, but not so bad today. Yesterday was a little sunny, but 2 days before that it just rained for the 2 days, and now it just kind of drizzled a little bit. Not so bad actually. So that's not too bad. So I wish cameras on. Well, unless you got a cheap camera like me, and Edge is crapload full of spyware. Edge doesn't Edge doesn't like Google. Oh, really? Edge is Microsoft, right? Um, Edge keeps trying to want to be uh, the default, of course. Uh, what am I? I'm just using Chrome right now. Every once in a while, Edge will try to set itself as default. I've worked for several computer stores as a technician, repairing computers and what have you, making setting up the new computers that people would buy. And you can't know everything about computers, and that was many years ago. But still, when you get your channel hacked and your Gmail hacked and your phone hacked and everything hacked all at one time, um, it it's horrendous. Well, how do they get away with it? After every update, yeah, Edge isn't overly keen on working with Microsoft. It's a disaster wrapped in a used tissue. Yeah, I don't use Edge at all, so I don't know much about it. I can't say good or bad. Not I don't know why I didn't use it. I just seem to use Chrome uh, as my main. I don't even use any other one. Like I said, sometimes uh, Edge will just pop up. You start up your. I don't know, for some reason. I can't. If I could know why, well, I could stop it. um, it would pop up, or Bing, when Bing pops up, and then Edge might take over then, and we're using Edge instead. So I do know what it kind of looks like, but I don't use it in particular all the time. So, got to get rid of the tears. Like I was saying, not many. I went to a few lives lately here and watched a couple of videos. It's so hard to catch up. I wasn't even good in the first place of keeping up with watching everybody. And so I decided to look at a few videos, and people didn't even know that I was offline for 3 weeks. They said, "Oh, you haven't been around for a long time." Said, "Oh, okay. That was Thanks for noticing." But I guess when you're not top of the line YouTubers, people don't, they, oh, you've been gone for 3 weeks. I didn't notice. Seems so funny when you're the one and it's happening to you. It feels outrageous. Like, what's going on? I guess I'm gonna have to sweep the floor. That's not. I've been eating peanuts in the shell lately, and you always get stuff all over. You have to clean that up. And then, oh yeah, this one memory card. Hang on, I gotta. Oh wow! Open the gates in the big flood. It's been a long day already, has it? It is now a 2:45 in the afternoon. So what's that? 1400 hour, 14:45. I've been thinking heavily about heading east. Not to, I have some friends that are actually headed east. I don't know how far they're going, but they're way east somewhere. I'm not going to catch up with them or anything, but 21:45 there. Okay. Okay. Wow. Yeah, Rob. I don't know. But it just seems that you got to drive forever before you start getting where there's scenery. And I guess it shouldn't matter. You just drive. And then the price of fuel. Oh my goodness. But I just didn't want to sit right here all summer long doing what? Uh, if I'm going to make videos to put online, well, something's got to happen. I'm into this series right now about when I went to Mexico to get my teeth done in Playa del Carmen, and I got like I don't know, I'm up to series part 4 right now. Just posted it today, and there's I don't know, part 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. So there's at least a few of those I've got because I haven't videoed anything since I've been back. I had a hard time videoing even something while I was there, because of that stupid lost my channel and that Gmail account. That's all I could think about when I was walking around videoing. And I think, oh, I've got an idea. Why don't I try this? And I go back to my room and try to do something to get it back. And that's mostly what I was thinking about. So I couldn't really sit down and have a great time. 2145, where Paul is. Yeah, I thought you were. That much. That's what I thought. 6, 7 hours ahead. Wow. So at least the sun is trying to try. It's a little bit breezy today, and the breeze feels cool. Although it's 19 degrees for those Celsius guys. It's 19 degrees outside, and it's 22 degrees inside the van here. It was over 30 already in here just the other day. My goodness, the heat I don't like. And I like to be near Wi-Fi, and wherever there's Wi-Fi, there's usually no shade to park in. You're just out in the open, right where the beating sun is. So I even see a lag on my screen. I don't know what you guys are seeing, but okay. What happened to this text? I think I like the other chat box on the side a little different. The other one that flashes the people's names within flashed white. I like that a lot better. Feed isn't too bad this end. Okay. Um, yeah, the high temperatures, I don't like them either. Like living in the van here, I could go, if it's really hot, I could go park somewhere in a park and park in the shade and open the windows or whatever, hope there's some breeze, turn on the fans, do whatever it takes. I like to be near Wi-Fi though, so that's my downfall. That's right on the street then, usually, and uh, so when you're not living in a house, it's a little different. So, but I could go towards, but still, whatever the temperature is outside, it's usually, well, right now it's only 3 degrees higher in the van here. I do have the top vent open, and that's about it. I can feel the breeze. It feels nice. It's not too warm. But when she gets cooking hot, it's not fun anywhere. So I can deal with the cold. The winters in Vancouver are nice. And that's another reason I'd like to head east a little bit. It gets cooler there. It's different. The prairies is pretty hot. So I'd have a few days of traveling before I even get near like Thunder Bay or someplace where the Great Lakes start. So yesterday it said too that there was zero dropped frames and what have you. It was okay. And then for some reason the Wi-Fi must have got uh, used. This is Shaw again, I think it is called. Yeah, Shaw, and it's just public Wi-Fi. If if a bunch of people come on, it uses a lot of my bandwidth then. But I tried earlier today, and it actually kicked me off twice, once on each. I thought I was on for many more minutes, at least longer than what I was. And then when I went back to view it online, it was only on for seconds. Don't know what happened there. I can see the view on the right-hand side of the YouTube text, and then the text on the screen on the right-hand side of the video. And then, well, okay, my video, when I see it, is lagged by less than a second. It's the text that's coming in that's quite a bit different in I think when it comes on the screen, at least 3 to 4 seconds before it comes on to on the YouTube side of things there. And it keeps telling me I've got some sort of warnings though, although it says everything's working perfectly. See, now that took several seconds to come across there. Are you out with the drone this evening? The warm weather must make flight times a little longer. Yeah, the weather tonight is probably not too bad, actually. It's a little cloudy. It doesn't look like it's going to rain, but it did rain earlier today. And it's 22 degrees outside, or 19 degrees, 20 degrees outside, which is not a bad temperature. But I had the drone up a couple of days ago, and it was nice. And the batteries are everything's all powered up, ready to go again anytime. Just would be nice to have someplace nice to go where I can get some cinematic kind of footage. Fly above some farmer's field. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to see if Streambot, no, Streamlabs bot is working, or is that kind of out of commission? I thought I had it working again lately. Oh, okay. So there's some questions, or not questions. There's some text. We'll send in a command. Let's see what it does. See, now that came on the YouTube side quicker. Now it came onto the screen. And we'll see where the answer would come. Oh, the answer came on the screen really quick. And then finally on the YouTube thing gives me a number 62. And then tells me I have 31,278 chips. It's getting a little windy out there. My rooftop vent is banging and cracking. And so, okay, Streamlabs bot does work also, which is nice. So Paul had 2,100 hours there. What time have you got there, Rob? You should be just about that same time, no? Very close. I didn't have to break down, but I don't like to get in Canada. I don't like to get a service with your phone. I just want to buy it outright. That's what I thought. Yeah, you're pretty. Yeah, it's close to the same. You are the same. Same time. Cool. So I just, bought another phone. Just bought one. And when you're trying to figure a new phone out too, to begin with, all your stuff you gotta have on there, make it sure. It just didn't. It's not as easy as pulling the SIM card out of one phone, putting it in the other. Yeah, it allows you to make your, use your data and what have you, and make your phone calls. But all your contacts and all that's information, you got to get that all switched over. So that's what I've had a couple of days. Oh yeah, what about this app? What about that app? Some of it didn't come over, so it's a bigger thing than what I thought. The phone works much better. It's a lot quicker. I noticed. Man, my other phone must be old because it sure is slow. Holy smokes. There'd be no comparison. You put them side by side, be hands down. I'm so cheap. I don't usually buy phones or what have you. But anyway, the old one was a Huawei type phone. Maybe at the time it was good. I don't know. Now the new one is a Samsung, the A13, I think it is. There's a whole bunch of numbers, and they're up to, I don't know, 100 or something. I don't know. I don't go by the numbers. I just went on Amazon and picked a phone I liked. Runs rings around my old phone, so it makes me feel much better. That's all. I don't watch movies. I don't take video with them. I just text friends and rarely make phone calls. I mean, I'll take video or pictures if I don't have my other cameras with me. That's about it. The only time. It's got like, I don't know, 5 cameras on it that most phones do today. Yeah, five things or whatever. Well, and a sticker for McDonald's coffee. Put that on my coffee tab. So I don't know. They can do all kinds of things. It has, I guess, what do they call it? A normal lens, a macro lens, and a zoom lens, and then I don't know what else the other ones do. I wasn't into the getting the phone for those particular reasons, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, I got that changed when I got back to Canada. It was hard to use my phone when I never ever thought. Yes, well, I did think about buying a SIM card down there and using that, and then I could at least. But and then I thought, well, I'm not going to be using my phone that much when I'm there anyway. Well, I did. I wanted to use it more than what I thought. I could use it when I was near Wi-Fi, and um, I actually could make. I made 2 phone calls. Most of the other phone calls, it would just I would dial the number, and it would just hang up right away, instantaneously. Um, Redial, it wouldn't even make the first attempt. It would just hang up right away. And so these 2 phone calls went through. I think it was two. I couldn't figure out why some that were going to Canada from Mexico wouldn't work, and some that were going to Mexico wouldn't work. Um, WhatsApp I found would work, and I think messaging or Messenger would work also. Other than that, I couldn't speak to anybody, and Messenger didn't work at first either. It just happened when I reloaded it for some reason. It worked. Other than that, other ones, no matter what I did, they wouldn't work. So I only had certain ways of communicating with people. Had a hard time. It's hard when you lose your kind of losing your identity. Weird setup. Holy, especially when your Gmail. If you use one Gmail account to get into things, to do things with, you can still go and do them. But the hacker fellow has changed your main password, so your passwords to get in any other websites are still working because they were by that particular Gmail account, but a different password for that. But the main password has been changed for the main Gmail account, so I couldn't get that back. And then even then, it'll say, "Is this really you? We're going to send you a code on your phone." Then you put in the code. Well, even that was changed. The phone number got changed. So even if I got the password correct, it would send the code to someone else. I wouldn't get the code anyway. So that wasn't too good. And then obviously I couldn't get into my YouTube account because that Gmail was the one that I needed to get that Gmail working. And then whoever took over put, uh, "Hey Daryl, how you doing, my friend? What the heck?" It's I don't know if you've seen or heard, but my channel was hacked, my Gmail was hacked, and my phone was hacked all at one time. My computer, everything was all hacked. So I haven't been. We got a rattling happening up above. No, I'm back from Mexico. Uh, yeah, I've been back for about a week now, but yeah, it's strange when you go there. All the Mexican women are looking for the white guys, and all the Mexican guys are hanging around with the white girls. They switch. But anyway, for the whole time I was there, I was trying to have a good time and get my teeth done and have a good time all at the same time. And then the day before I got there is when everything got hacked on my whole system there. So I'm worried about all that stuff, and anybody online. I mean, I'm not a huge YouTuber guy. They didn't even know what I couldn't do anything. Sometimes you'd go look at my channel, and there was 6 videos put up there by someone that were like strikes against my channel, and at least that's all that was done. So no, I didn't get to bring no wife back or nothing. It's too bad. Uh, on Fifth Avenue there at Playa del Carmen, you could get all kinds of wives that are asking, the massage. They'd probably love to go home with somebody. So I've been putting up videos lately, uh, and about the trip. It's part 4 now coming out today. So yeah, I went down to get my teeth fixed and lost my whole all that stuff was hacked when I was down there, and then I get back. I'm trying to get it fixed also in a different country and everything, and you can't just phone call Google and get your Gmail account fixed back. You got to go through a whole process, and I even put up my video of how I got mine back. Some people get their channels back within days. Mine took 3 weeks, and I had to be back in not had to be, but I was back in Canada finally, and because they want your IP address. Well, when you're living in a van, your IP address is mine was several hundred miles away. So because I don't know, because I'm going off towers and stuff and what have you. So anyway, very, very hard to prove who you are to Google. That was the whole thing, is trying to verify who you really are. When you lose your stuff, you know, and then there's probably thousands and thousands of people having this same kinds of problems that are trying to talk to you, to Google at the same time. Like, you know, just to get some actual person to talk to me, uh, is amazing in itself. Like, you feel like you're speaking to bots the whole time, and probably most of the time you are. Uh, then finally, an actual human being you know, might see what's going on, and then talk to you, and then it's like it, what Google can do is just simply amazing. I was first mad at Google because to me it was like their fault this happened, but no, it wasn't their fault at all. So, anyways, I had to make a small video of that. When you're the one has been attacked, it's a different feeling than when you're trying to tell a story of what it's like to lose that, frantically pulling your hair out and figuring, well, my whole channel is gone. I can't I can't get into my channel to do anything with it. I can't even go in there and take those videos off. And they did that for me eventually. They I could almost get in sometimes. They would send me a list of how to go about it, and I could almost do it. But it would always come with Google cannot verify who you are, or send to the wrong phone number. So finally they changed the phone number, or took that part away, and then I went and looked. Hey, what do you know? They fixed the phone number part. It doesn't go to a phone number now. But they said, well, change the password. Okay, so I'd log in again, change the password. Then it would say Google can't verify who I am. So I'm talking. I know I'm speaking to a human being now near the end, and I even took still shots of what's going on. So at the very final end, I got an email back from them saying uh, you can now log into your Gmail account, the one that was hacked, and make sure you change your password. There will be no phone call. We took the phone call verification code off, which we will redo that again, but we've taken that off. And we've also taken off the 6 videos that were um, copyrighted on against my channel. So I thought, wow, let me go have a look at this. So I just went to YouTube and looked to see what was on my channel there. And what do you know? Sure enough, those videos were gone. So I thought, okay, let me try to log in. So, hey, what do you know? I get to log in all the way in. There I am. Now let's go to my channel and see if I can get in. So I went to my channel on YouTube. What do you know? There I am. I'm in. Let's barricade this place. Let's put up passcodes or whatever. Step 1, 2, 3. I don't care how many steps. Let's put all this into effect. It's so easy for hackers to take over your system. It's just incredible. And it's so hard to verify who you really are before YouTube or Google decides that you are, yes, you are. They even said, yes, we see it's been compromised, blah, blah, blah. I've had to fight a few copyrights. I pay for those rights, but they still try. I know that's so funny. Google and YouTube is, you feel like bonking them on the head, how many times. And yet when you lose your channel, though, and how hard it is to get it back, once you do get it back, I feel sort of a little bit different about Google. And, well, Google mostly. I know they're the same, one and the same, but yeah, just, for the 3 weeks that I had nothing, even my friends that were online didn't even know this was happening because they just didn't bother going to look at my channel to see those videos there. The ones that did probably knew something was going on right away. Well, they did say so in the live. And so the ones that didn't know, I come back and say, hey, where have you been? That feels so funny because I'm pulling my hair out and trying to get my channel fixed. And to them, I'd just been away for a few days. Feels so funny. But finally I did get it back. I've never done any personal copyright things. I've had a couple of music ones that I've taken them off, I think, usually right away. I don't want to bother with these copyright things. So if they got something music-wise happening, they tell you so, then I just take it off right away and redo it. So now I've got my channel back. I got that particular Gmail account still going, but the password has been changed. So whoever, they have to find it again. They have to figure out the new password, and then I have You see, when they took over right away, they changed the password to that particular Gmail account. Then they could change, because they can get in. They can change the phone verification part. They changed everything. Then they uploaded 6 videos to my channel right away that were actually a strike against me or the channel itself. But they didn't do any more. Usually usually people do, attackers, they do a lot more than that. I'm surprised they stopped. I'm sure there was a keylogger on my computer where they would just recognize your keys, because I had malware and that was one of them. So I got that taken off right away, and then you didn't want to start changing any passwords or anything because they would watch what your keystrokes were, and they would know the passwords then. So I didn't change any passwords or anything. So if they could find out other passwords, well, I guess they found out. I didn't want to start changing anything. They could still not find and see the passwords I have saved on my computer. That's still passworded itself, as long as it's a different password than what they know. And how they got in the first place, that could happen to anybody. Some company sends you they want you to do a review on a product. Oh, we got some sort of camping product here for you. A barbecue, beautiful. We'd like you to do a review on this. Watched your channel and figure we need you to do when you're just a new YouTuber guy and you want to get, hey, maybe I can get a free product here and maybe some couple of bucks or something to help. So you click on the link and you say, yeah, I'm in. Get me in. Well, now that you've clicked that link, though, you're already finished. That's what they want you to do. They might send you another email saying, sorry, we've got enough people at this particular point in time. We don't need you. But you've already clicked the link. That's the whole thing. Once you click the link to, I would like to get started with this, that's it. Now that a lot of them do it many different ways, they can either just capture your name, address, phone number, what have you, or they can set malware into your system that tracks you, keystrokes tracks you, or takes over your computer or your Gmail account just like that. Kabing, kabang, kaboom. Hey, Mr. Danny, South Carolina. I got a request for a review. I looked at it and it was for. Show me how they work. Yeah, that's a good one. I did get one for myself. I got one, maybe a year ago now. Two of them actually. Barbecue was one of them. I bought a barbecue and right away they wanted me to. I don't like the barbecue now anyway. And another one was for like a concentrated coffee. I'm not really a coffee drinker, but they wanted me to sell these. Not sell, but you don't sell anything. You advertise. It goes through their company. It comes in a bottle of concentrated coffee. You put several drops or something in your hot water and makes this fantastic coffee. So I just thought, no. First of all, they didn't even offer me anything. It sounded like I just have to purchase whatever the thing was. And then, so I write, well, what's in it for me, sort of thing. And they said, well, you'll get a sample that you use. And I said, yeah, well, thanks a lot. And we've got South Carolina in the house, and then we've got British Columbia, and then we've got across the pond. And I don't know, I've got a bunch of notes there. I didn't see what's going on, but it says 0 drop frames, but who knows? I could be choppy at some point in time. So if I get choppy, just let me know. Type in the window there that you were kind of choppy. Daryl, do you know Eddie and Monica? Yeah, some reviews even they'll tell you what you're supposed to say. I don't if I get to do a review of something, let's say they're trustworthy or something, and you click on the links and they send you a product. It better be uh, you can either keep the product and but make an honest review. What you think about it, what you think of it. That should be the way it is. I won't do a review unless paid. How choppy? Like a rough C or a 90 boys band haircut. What do you call that? A hawk? A mini hawk? And then you get a hawk. My hair stands on end. Looks like a hawk anyway. Yeah, when you're told what to say on a review of something, well, when you're just given products they hopefully they think that their product is a good superior product to others, and then they're giving it you to review on it. Well, they better accept your kind of honest review. I've never had a got to do a review on anything, but I had one chance there. Well, two. One for the coffee, one for the. I do have the barbecue, but I don't like it. I can't put the grill part higher or lower. It's just whenever you stack the cubes. Eddie and Monica, they are way in the East Coast right at the moment. I'm in Medicine Hat, not quite halfway across Canada, but I'd sure like to go back east, not just to meet up with them, but just because I've been there before, and they're just memories. It would be nice to see some places I've been before. Oh, you're just working on one now. Hey, oh, cool. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, when they ask you to make a video, make a promo video for them, that's cool. Make a video on it. I'm kind of a little bit that way with my teeth. When I went to Playa there to get my teeth worked on, after it was over, they made a video of it, of me, talking about, like being the A1 Smile Design family member, blah blah blah, and how uh, my experience was. And then now I made another video myself just here at home with it. But anyways, how many how many of you can go back to your dentist anytime you want, up to your lifetime, and get your teeth that they did for you covered under warranty for the lifetime? Well, that's what happened with me, and that's what happens with the Mexican. It's called A1 Smile Design. A1 Smile Design, a plug. Uh, Best one ever. Oh wow, product. Um, what they'll do is if you get a crown, A crown costs $450 to get a crown done. So you go down there, you get your crown done. Now you are covered for life on that particular tooth for lifetime. Oh, hey, Nona Grace. Hi, how are you? I have been away for a while, well, I have my channel has just got back, so it's been 3 weeks. From the mailbox reviews, that seems to be the current trend. Give me a review after 6 months of use, and I might listen. Yeah. A lot of people that they want their product out there, so they, they start picking on YouTubers to get their product out there. I heard the loss of your channel. Glad you got it back. I know when you're the one going through that process, it seems like a forever. Like you're communicating only by texting back and forth, and you don't know whether you're talking to a real human being or a robot. At times, like finally you do trust somebody, and you say, okay, if you're real, then what about this, that, and then it sounds like a robot again, and oh boy, finally, after 3 weeks though, it sure feels really good. And like I was saying, um, when I did get back, I went to a few lives and I went to a few uh, videos and commented and what have you, and everybody was saying, "Oh, hi, been a while since you've been around." They didn't even know that what was going on, and it feels funny because from that point of view, yes, now that I can see that somebody that hasn't seen me for 3 weeks, 3 weeks just went by. Like, who cares? But from my point of view, I've been hair pulling, hair razor, whatever you call it, bashing your hands against the wall, bing, 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 trying to get your channel fixed. And it's not just your YouTube channel. I couldn't get into my YouTube channel because the Gmail account that's running the channel, everybody that has a YouTube channel can only get into it via one way, by a Gmail account. Well, my Gmail account I couldn't get into. Whoever took that changed the password and the phone number right away, so I can't get in. Yeah, Dave, Get a Van Adventure. He's a really good friend of mine. We actually talked on the phone. We do talk on the phone. We had a couple times. We talked on the phone about uh, just before I got it back. The day before I got my channel back, we actually were talking on the phone. But anyway, so once you lose your Gmail account, that it's got to do with your YouTube account. Well, now you can't get your Gmail account fixed or your YouTube account. You can't go in and do anything because you can't. You can go view it, but you can't go into it. So now, how do you get a hold of YouTube or Google to get your Gmail account fixed? Well, I made a video of it, but how you do it, believe it or not, is go to Twitter and follow the group called Team YouTube and start asking your question. And they say that they're human beings, although we were back and forth together for 2 weeks trying to uh, get things fixed, and it was just like I'm talking to a robot. It's the same way over and over and over and over again. Finally, they said we'll send you a link to take you to the Google support team, and that link is not the same every time. It's you can use it one time sort of thing. So I go in there and they would say yes, everything you're compromised, blah blah blah, and try to get into your account. And I keep telling them I can't even try to get into my account. The phone number is wrong. The password is wrong. I can't even do what you're asking me to do. Where do we go from here? So finally, it sounded like I was talking to a human being, and they said we've changed some things. Try this, and what do you know? They did change some things, so something's working. It's just so hard to actually verify who you really are to Google, and they're working on thousands and thousands of uh, people, probably all at the same time. So now that they got me back, thank you. Today's that big Father's Day, right? Is this correct or? Yeah, thank you, Nona Grace, for coming by here. I'm really so far behind. Well, happy Father's Day to everyone. I don't know if there's a certain color involved with Father's Day. You're supposed to be wearing a certain color today. Oh, what I was saying about the dentist, the dentistry down there. When you get, if you go down there and you get a few crowns or something or what have you, you are now guaranteed for life with those teeth that you just got fixed. And they have an all-inclusive when you're getting major work done for thousands of dollars. They put you up in their apartment, which is just a floor above the dentist office, and that's all included in your the price of your teeth. And then you get a lifetime warranty with your teeth yet. Amazing. No separate color. No no special color. Half the time it takes me about 10 seconds to actually kind of figure out what's going on. I, I mean, I can see you probably missed the L there, and it took me a long time to figure out what the word was supposed to be. But yeah, no, and then now what the statement was from the color of Father's Day. It took me at least 10 seconds to get that all related. Well, we're in sort of a turquoisey. No special color otherwise. I got to change my text back to the other way. I like the other text a little better. And those trees, well, I don't know if you call them trees, but they're pretty large leaves in the background there. That's actually from Playa del Carmen in the city. There's some ruins within the city limits there, and it's not far from where I was staying. So I just walked over one day, and so they'll be coming out in my series about Playa. So we're up to part 4 right now. Color color ribbon band for everything these days. For a non-color day. Yeah, no kidding. The color band for everything these days. At least I think the Wi-Fi wasn't too bad here, but it started out as not so good. But it's man, I'll tell you, in Playa del Carmen, when nighttime comes around and all these bars are playing their music as loud as they could possibly go, and they're only right next door to each other. You got to wear earplugs, and the music. Well, I can video, but I have to dub over or cut out the music. So it takes me a whole time to upload the video to YouTube, and then it gives me a thing that says you got music in here right here at this certain spot that shouldn't be in there. So either you can, at the moment, you can take that out, I think, or something, or you can go back into the video and cut out the music or edit it however you want to, and then put it back up again. It's just a time-consuming thing. So if you can do that all before, just take out the music, or any kind of music is on there is going to be subject to that strike. Excuse me. Yeah, Father's Day should have a banner too. Sounds like there's a big truck pulling in. It's usually the Tim Hortons truck, and it's got one of these big, massive cooler pump things on the outside of the, the, the box itself. That thing runs loud all night long, um, to keep the back cool. Well, I can't park in the same street or the same road with that thing. When he's parked here, he's parked near the hotel here. Then he goes inside and You can't park here overnight. I've done it once, maybe twice. There was a way where you could tell YouTube to share the credit royalties with the artist. Of course, you are basically handing over the money. Yeah, if there's an actual song that's playing that I put in there, even myself that I put in there, but I wasn't quite aware, like which I've done. I wasn't quite aware. I thought I was getting it from a website that was copyright free. Then when I uploaded it, it said that this song, what'll happen was no strike against you whatsoever, but the person, any royalties that you get will go to the person that owns the song. And I thought, okay, that's okay. Let him have it. I'm not monetized right now, and I know it's not a strike or anything. But when you go to the monetized section of YouTube's deal there, they say if you want to become monetized, you shouldn't have any strikes against you whatsoever. And that probably wouldn't be considered a strike anyway. But at the same token, it would be, to me, it's like still like to me, it's like a strike still. So what I'll do is I'll go in and either take that music out of there or just not to bother. I thought I was getting it from a royalty-free place, but it might have been. But just the user gets to keep the money. Well, nothing against me, but I didn't like it, so I took either that part of the video or that song right out, take it out. So, and if you were a monetized YouTuber, I guess they'd have to do a lot of figuring out, like how much money that you make in a month, how much of that, what percentage of that would go to that particular person for that song on that video. Was that video played that month, period, to begin with? So, yeah. I guess I should do away with the gum. Let's get rid of the gum. Yeah, there was a couple of uh, others that were going to pop on that I thought were going to come up. It's actually got warmer in here. It's warmer outside. So it went up from 19 outside to 20 outside now. Went up from 22 inside to 23 and a half. So it went up. So let me just pop the screen at the top there because of the water seeps in on the screen. Oh, to tell them after the fact. Yeah, I think you can somewhere too. There were a lot of artists that would um, say that here's a song for you to use, totally copyright free. Go ahead and use it. And then if you were a person that was monetizing and you would make money, then they would turn around and say, no, we're changing our mind. That shouldn't be allowed either. If it's available to be used free of charge, away you go. That's the way it should be. And that's the way I see it. Does that make that right? Uh, yeah, yeah, I'm right all the time. Are I not? Rob on the road. You must be working. Um, Artists revoke. Yeah, that's the reason I know about that, because somebody I knew, that's what happened to them. Is well, that's exactly what happened to them, and I'm sure that that's what happened with me. I'm not even monetized, but I played this one song on one of my videos, and no problem. It went in and it played for months and months and months, and a year goes by, and then now I play another video with the same song in it, and that gets a strike, and then the other one now it thinks it's a strike. So then I went and I sent the if you click on the link that I put at the end in the description, it takes you to where you can get that song for free to play on YouTube. It says right there. So I sent that to YouTube, and then they allowed it to play. So, anyways, it was a free one. They just didn't know about it, I guess. I don't know. It's like YouTube's never wrong. You have to explain why you think you're right. But there again, oh yeah, another thing was about people don't look at because they don't know is uh, there's a place called like the YouTube graveyard is where all these website or all these channels go that they're dead. They're even the names of the people that own them or the pictures of it, they're from dead people. Uh, they don't usually have any videos whatsoever. And that's what happens when hackers take over your system. They're looking for uh, YouTube channels that have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers. Because what they'll do is if they can get in, they hack take it away from you. Then they'll rename your site and sell it on the dark web for pretty good money. And when the people on the dark web get it, they put up a deceased person's. They change everything about it, except they keep the subscriber list. Now they take off all the videos. Now they mass whatever to that subscriber. They send them links and things to click on to do this and that. Get them hacked also. So it's just massive amounts of uh, YouTube channels that are they're they're nothing anymore. They're just all dead. That's where I thought my channel was destined. If if I can't get in, the main person anymore, then and the hacker is out of it too because YouTube said we've seen it was compromised and they blocked all activity. well, nobody can get in, so it just sits there. Then I do have another channel like that out there. It's, sitting there. Nobody. I don't think nobody knows it exists. But yeah, it sure feels weird when everything's working fine. It, you don't notice anything. When it's not working fine, it seems like everything's not working fine. Like I mean everything. What did I do with my drink? I must be drinking a lot. I got to get another one. I don't know. Daryl was here. He's probably gone, but I wonder if he was uh, driving along. He usually does a live like that, just driving along and showing where he's going. And I always try to figure out where is he. I don't know Vancouver well enough to know where he goes all the time. But sometimes when you just catch the things on the street here and there, even with a wide angled view, 170-degree view, it's still hard to pick out where you are. Yeah, they revoke their permissions after the fact. That's a funny thing. I mentioned to Google. I said, like, I've seen warnings and this and that saying you shouldn't be doing certain things. Uh, when Google catches you, they'll prosecute you and throw you in jail or what have you, and do this and that to you. And I'm thinking, well, how come somebody can do all this to me? Well, I'm one person, but how come they can do all that stuff and they're not thrown in jail? Nothing's happening to them. And then it's so hard to prove who I am so I can get my stuff back. Oh, I've missed some things from up above on the chat window. I've missed those. Sorry. So okay, I've got to change the old chat window. Change the old chat window to something that's where would that be? In Nomadic Vanman, and then in the stream or in intros? In the intros. Hang on now, folks. Just bear with me for one moment. Let's have a look in the stream and then in the OBS. Chat box. Here we go. Yeah, YouTube is a law unto itself. Well, and what do you call it? Google. So that's how I actually you go to Team YouTube on Twitter and chat away, and then you're eventually sent to Team Google, who fixes your problems, which is, yeah, amazing, isn't it? So, punk flicker. Yeah, I want to do this punk flicker. The HTML code. Copy. And then we'll go back. So how do we change the chat box? Chat window. Chat box. Okay, I don't know if it'll allow me to do this kind of on the fly. HTML. Okay, this is the HTML code right here. So let's, oops. I'm going to try to do this on the fly, see what happens. Paste. Delete. Okay, well, I don't know if that's right or wrong. Then, what's the next one? The CSS file. Okay. Here's the CSS file. Sort of bear with me just for a moment. I'm trying to change the on the fly too. How in the heck big is the CSS file? Well, I know it shouldn't be at the bottom. Okay. Let's take it all the way to the bottom. And we'll go copy. And let's paste that in there. Oh, see that? I miss it every time. Yeah, this is a long one, so that's probably the paste. And then, do we dare, yeah, okay, let's say done. Done. All right, so the chat box is gone, but the next time that something happens in the chat, it should be changed, I think. I think that's what happens when you do it on the fly. It takes the old stuff away and only adds when somebody chats in the window. Then it starts afresh. So we've been on the air for an hour and a half now. And for Father's Day, by the way, happy Father's Day, everybody. Or every Father Day, every father. And then I don't know quite know when Mother's Day is, but Mother's Day is the most popular day in the world over everything. Christmas and it, got them all beat. Yeah, my bracelet's wearing off. The silver is wearing off. It's got nothing left. It's copper underneath. Now, if I go and click on there where it says say something, the whole window will change for me. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Yeah, I've gotten 48 notes, and the notes are probably going to say something like, well, just a flash for a minute, the frame rate's dropped. That's okay. I don't see any on my end. I do. There is a little bit of a lag. Not super bad. I've lived with things like that before. And we're coming up on the hour, 4 o'clock p.m. 4:02 p.m. So 16, 13, 21. Test. Oh, okay. Had to test that out just to see if my new chat window works. Thanks for testing that out there, Rob. Not really high much on the subject. I don't want to discuss my Mexican trip because that's my videos are going to explain all that stuff. Screen is frozen. Now I wonder. Yeah, and I just got a warning, but it didn't say anything about uh, dropped frames, which is strange indeed, though. But I did get another warning box. Let's see if I click on those. What does it do? It tells me what happened. 2 minutes ago. Okay, here we go. What happened 2 minutes ago? Skipped frames detected 100% over the last 2 minutes. Holy. So it was frozen up. What does this mean? Some frames have not been encoded. Okay, what can I do? Lower my rate. Oh, but I can't do that on the fly though. It's too bad. I have to live with what I have. Rob, there. I could lower my frame. Yeah, I could. Right, I could lower the frame things. But it shows 0 on my end, which is weird. Or do I actually have it working? It must be. Okay. What do we got here? Dropped frames. Click to add dropped frames info. That's already going. It says 0, so that, oh, I don't know why. So, there's not much I can do when it's on the fly anyway. Um, Chat box. And that's, if you're having problems, that's my end. So don't think it's your end, that's for sure. Screen is frozen. Well, at least hopefully I was smiling or something when the screen froze, or if it's not, get a smile in there. Audio usually always tries to keep up. It's the video that always has problems. And when you get video and audio problems, well, yeah, there is a bit of a lag on my screen too. Wow, just sort of slid on there. That's amazing that it won't tell me that on my end, though.